Before we open the temple doors, before we step into the world of whispers and incense, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss your next peaceful journey into the ancient world. Your click feeds the algorithm, and let's be honest, even the gods needed offerings. Now, take a breath, let your shoulders fall, and walk with me to a sacred island, to a temple by the Nile, to the world of the priestess of Isis. The sun rises over Philae, where the sacred temple of Isis watches the river. Inside its stone walls, a woman opens her eyes before dawn. Her name is Satsobek, one of the few chosen to serve the Great Mother. She rises without speaking. Today, like every day, begins in silence. She washes with cool water from a copper basin, not just for cleanliness, but for purification. The body must be clean before speaking sacred words. Her hair is braided neatly. A white linen robe is tied at the waist. Jewelry? Only the sacred amulets. Ankh for life, a scarab for protection, and a tiny gold sistrum for joy. Before the world stirs, Satsobek walks the quiet halls of the temple. The incense burners are empty, the sacred statues covered. The great doors of Isis must be opened, but only after the proper words are spoken. She kneels before the goddess's shrine. She speaks prayers learned by heart, words passed from priestess to priestess for generations. O Isis, great enchantress, mistress of magic and life, open your arms to the morning. Awaken the sacred flame. A young acolyte brings fresh myrrh and lotus oil. They light the first incense of the day, and the scent curls into the cold air like a spirit. The temple is filled with symbols, lotuses, serpents, stars. Each one carries meaning. The walls speak in stone, tales of birth, death, and rebirth. The myth of Isis and Osiris, told in quiet reverence by flickering lamplight. Sometimes tourists ask, did the priestesses believe all this? Satsobek would smile. Belief isn't just in the gods, it's in the ritual, in the quiet, in doing the same thing day after day with devotion. Even if you're not sure it's real, you still sweep the floor of the god's house, just in case they're watching. As the sun rises higher, the temple fills with life. Petitioners arrive, women seeking blessings for fertility, fishermen offering their catch in thanks, a nobleman bringing papyrus scrolls to be blessed. Satsobek prepares for the midday offering. She grinds sacred herbs, blue lotus, frankincense, and cinnamon. She sings a hymn to the goddess, soft, repetitive, like a lullaby. The sound echoes through the columns. Then she leads the incense through the hall, past the statue of Isis, past the carvings of Horus and Osiris, past generations of silent stone faces. And outside, the people bow their heads. Even the children fall silent. Just for a moment, behind the scenes, the temple is busy. There's cooking to be done, scrolls to copy, cats to feed. Yes, many cats. and one very spoiled one named Bastet, who refuses to drink anything but Nile water cooled in a ceramic bowl. Satsobek shares a meal with the other priestesses: bread, lentils, goat cheese, figs, and sweet beer. They talk softly about dreams, about omens, about how one of them accidentally used olive oil instead of lotus in the morning incense. Satsobek chuckles. "Don't worry," she says. "I'm sure the goddess appreciates variety." The afternoon is for teaching. A group of young acolytes sit in the courtyard. Satsobek draws lines in the dust with a reed. She tells the story of Isis, how she searched the world for the pieces of Osiris, how she brought him back to life, how she gave birth to Horus under the stars. "It's not just a myth," she says. "It's a lesson that love endures, that magic is real, and that women, especially women, hold great power." The youngest girl looks up and whispers, "Can I be a priestess too?" Satsobek smiles. "You already are. You just don't know it yet." As the sun begins to fall, the last rituals of the day begin. The temple is swept. Offerings are gathered. The sacred statue is once again veiled. Satsobek lights the final lamp, one for the goddess, one for the moon, one for the souls of those who walk the halls unseen. She writes in her journal, not in hieroglyphs, but in her own secret script, a habit picked up from an older priestess long ago. She writes about a dream of a white ibis, about a woman who wept before the altar, and about the way the sunlight hit the carved wing of Isis at dawn, as if it moved. Night falls slowly over the island. The river grows dark. The stars awaken. Satsobek stands at the balcony of her quarters, overlooking the Nile. She breathes deeply. The scent of incense still lingers in her robe. She is tired, but calm. Tomorrow the rituals begin again. But for now, there is only silence, only moonlight, only peace, and maybe, if you listen closely, a quiet laugh from Bastet, knocking over yet another offering bowl. Thank you for joining this quiet walk through the life of a priestess of Isis. If you felt the calm in your chest, if the scent of ancient incense reached your imagination, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a bit of stillness. Because sometimes peace is found in the rituals of the past and in the echo of a goddess's name carried on the wind of the Nile.